In the future, we're playing another Nintendo classic on this channel. You know, the one everyone was clearly waiting for.
Emergency order. Defeat of the Metroid of the planet Zebeth and destroy the mother brain, the mechanical life vein. What?
Yes.
What English is this?
Well, we do know what we have to do. Samus has to use her strong penis to take on this planet.
Samus is the most manly android. A Metro android. A Metroid, you might say.
Yes, that is clearly the story of Metroid.
Da na 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 na.
Look at this classic
Yeah,
sprite work.
look at this. This man, the original Metroid and I may or may not get along, by the way.
There's various reasons for that, but we'll get to them later. But right now, we're going to experience this together because you know what you want on this channel. You want us to make
classic,
Smash Bros. References.
Classic Smash Bros. Reference. Look at this like sprite like hobbling along.
I like how it has like big little duck feet.
Big little duck feet. Oh my god. What?
That's a word I'm gonna use.
I'm confused.
You should be. You know, but
oh,
we
man.
are.
We're gonna go. Gonna go where no one has gone before. Ow!
Ow!
Stop it! Stop hurting me!
Stop! Look,
this planet hurts me.
You're hurting yourself, Hal. Look.
I don't like this planet. It's mean.
It is mean, but this
Let's
is
go to a different planet. Ow!
Without it, we would
I'm
not
dead.
Oh god, what will we do?
I hate this game.
Clearly, you're not. Oh, what is that though? I think maybe something has changed in our setup.
Let's go play a better game.
Yeah, let's go play a much better game.
Let's go play a better game, Dave.
Yeah. In the future, we finally have a capture card.
Space Cadets, this is a momentous occasion for Hal and Dave's trip to Jupiter.
We can actually record games above the 16-bit generation. And the PlayStation
Yeah, I was going to say,
generation.
technically we were into the 32-bit generation, but hey, Metroid Prime!
Woo! Hey guys, you want to know why this game sucks? It doesn't have multiplayer, according to Let's Play.
Oh no! Yeah, Oh, hey, let's, can we scan our ship? Yeah, we can scan our ship.
Ooh.
Oh, we scanned an energy field.
Does that count?
This is how they keep you in.
Does that count towards our completion rating?
No.
Aww.
So, yeah, this is Metroid Prime, and it is actually the first Metroid game that I ever played, and it is one of my favorite games of all time.
It's a really good game. It's classic, everybody loves it, and I'm doing this for a friend. It's more face on. No, okay. In all seriousness.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I realized I just actually kind of just started doing things on instinct because I played this quite a bit, and I'm sure people have already taken note that we are playing the Wii version, the Metroid Prime Trilogy version, which I actually kind of prefer. It's I think the controls are very slick and make it fast, and I can point at the screen and go pew 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 pew.
It's wonderful.
It is. We go into this nice derelict spaceship.
Yeah. I remember Metroid Prime for a couple reasons. One, that everybody loved it, and two...
As they should.
And two, if you guys remember an old review show called X-Play, may it rest in peace.
So what's interesting is they repressurized the room, and it also turned the gravity back on, apparently.
Fair enough. Anyway, X-Play hated this series because apparently it lacked multiplayer and it wasn't Halo.
Well,
what a different time.
Missed the point.
It's a different time nowadays.
Yeah.
I think this game has a little bit more critical respect than Halo does now.
So we have our scan visor, which is such a neat tool. We gotta scan everything.
Yep, because
it's a parasite.
Because we want that 100% complete rating to get something.
I have gotten those before. Yeah, but it's really interesting how they kind of paint a picture of this world where it's like what later, like more recently, Dark Souls does this, where you don't really, they don't tell you it directly, but you have to kind of piece it together where it's like, oh, these parasites were nomming on him, and he's quite dead, and there's a parasite queen.
Yeah, so it's very much environmental storytelling.
It is fabulous.
You're trying to piece the mystery together, and it never outright says what happened.
Goop. Alien goop.
So, you know.
This guy's still partially alive.
Oh no!
And he hates space pirates hate Samus so much that he will try to shoot me with his dying breaths.
I hate you!
But honestly, I feel like at that point, you'd just be like, anybody help me.
Yeah.
So, charge beam. Blows away debris. That's how they teach you how to charge.
I remember back in the day, I really wanted to get Metroid Fusion. I had that in the Game Boy Advance and connect this to Metroid Prime. I never got a chance to play the original games when they were on GameCube. Mostly because I guess was late to the party on them, and I had other things. At that point, I was going into like full Shin Megami Tensei collecting, and all those games were.
Yes, we do have to scan everything, by the way.
Yeah. We gotta scan everything.
I'm probably not going to read everything, but I am probably going to scan a lot of things.
Well, we gotta get that 100% completion to get the special ending. The ending.
Oh, I am aiming for 100% completion.
Okay, fair enough.
So it's not quite to my level of Mega Man X knowledge, but I know, like, most of the time when I replay this game, I can get close to like 96% of items without having to look up anything.
So, I want your opinion on this one. I feel like asking now. What's your opinion on the backtracking in this game?
You know, it never really bothered me all that much because there's a lot of shortcuts, and so if you just learn how to read the map, you can usually do it without too much trouble.
Alright. I feel like asking that because that's all the major complaint about this game is the backtrack. Oh, God!
Taking a much more reasonable amount of damage, though.
And the Morph Ball, the most confusing...
I thought it was so creative the first time I saw it. I'm like, whoa, what's this thing?
And then you actually start thinking about the logistics of it.
Oh, we're gonna get into that later. Space Pirate. Oh, he's injured. But he's fighting.
He's just like, I'm gonna take you on, saying, oh God, I'm dead.
I find the gunplay a lot more interesting in the Wii version here, because I actually have to work to aim, because otherwise it used to be when you just lock onto it, you just locked on.
Fair.
So, gun turret. Just analyze the gun turret. I like how you can lock onto something and then move out of the way.
Yeah, so this is kind of interesting talking about Metroid 2. It has the issue of 2D. It has what I like to call the 2D versus 3D Zelda thing, where they're both similar games in a way, but they're both very different styles.
Oh, you know what's interesting? That says that it replenishes your missiles by 3 rounds. Huh. And in the original game, I believe it was 5.
Balancing, I guess?
Yeah, but again, like, this is based on the PAL version, the European version of the game, which was released a little bit after the North American version. But yeah, so we get lore. Log 09.992.3. Zebus has fallen. All ground personnel are presumed dead.
Lore.
Either killed by the hunter clad in metal or subsequent destruction of the other. Yeah.
Lore.
So the space pirates are well aware of what happened in Metroid 1, because this actually takes place immediately after Metroid 1.
So, okay. The Metroid timeline. Not as confusing as the Zelda timeline, but still.
I was gonna say, the Metroid timeline is a confusing mess of canon versus not as well. I think Metroid Prime these days is considered like a Splinter timeline.
Well, I think it's because of like
Thank you, Metroid Other M.
Let's not talk about Other M.
If any game should be non-canon, it's that one.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Not the ultra-popular first-person series. Wait, are you healthy enough to scan? Yeah. No. I don't think you can actually get the scan for the real space pirates in this level.
That sucks.
Yeah, I think you gotta wait till you fight them later in the game, 'cause it's like the same guys, but they're all like messed up here. But this is interesting because I didn't play Super Metroid till like some time after I played this game, so I didn't realize how much of this was just Super Metroid in 3D. Like this level, for example.
Yeah.
It's the intro to Super Metroid.
What?
Man, they adapted it so well. I love the hologram thing. You just like touch the hologram and it makes things move.
Yeah.
So it's not like Zelda where you have to just keep hitting buttons.
The idea that Miyamoto actually helped decide on a first-person perspective is fascinating to me.
That is. It's a deal.
Because you wouldn't expect it to be his kind of thing, because Nintendo's often thought of as the old grandfather of gaming. We are very traditional, you see.
Here we go. Insert metal sphere.
You know, we gotta put the ball down onto the thing.
I'm obviously it works fine in gameplay, but I'm like, how on earth does this work if this was supposed to be a real place?
Is she like half Cybertronian? Like, does she have like mass displacement technology?
Probably. Well, because the Chozo who built the combat suit that she wears, oh man, even in this game it has such a nice looking model.
It's it's one of the best models I've seen in video games.
It only gets better.
Yeah.
Metroid Prime 2, it looks even better. Metroid Prime 3, it's like gorgeous.
I genuinely think that Samus's armor is some of the best in video games. She has a really great look.
Oh, she does. So we are already here. That save point was there for a reason.
But, yeah.
Not that most people would probably die against this boss, but they're nice in this game. Considering we just came off of playing Zelda, which was not nice to us in a lot of places.
Hand me Link's sword, I gotta cut something. Don't want to remember, man. Ah! Hey, Cloverfield!
Does Cloverfield monster look like that? I've never seen that.
It kinda does. The maw and the upper half is similar at the very least.
So this is the Parasite Queen.
Oh, hey, Parasite Queen. How you doing?
A weak spot has been detected in this creature's mouth. So what's interesting is, especially in the original GameCube version, it changed your lock-on target once you scanned it to kind of encourage you to scan enemies, because otherwise it would lock on to its center of mass. Now, in the Wii version, and knowing how this fight goes, you can kind of ignore that, because you can easily just aim around.
Like, I can see why you prefer this one, just because you know
it makes the game more fluid, which is nice. And I don't think any of the changes detract from the game anyway, so I just think it's
hey, can't argue with that. You defeat the Parasite Queen. Congratulations.
We have they added like mini trophies to this version of the game too.
Of course, because that was the time. I remember Xenoblade Chronicles, not sorry, Xenoblade 1, I should say, not Xenoblade Chronicles X. That they had like trophy completion bonuses in that game too.
Yeah, but they actually gave you like in-game rewards for that,
which I actually think is better.
And so those continued into the sequels.
I actually think that's actually a better way of handling trophies, if I'm being honest. You know, the gamer score is nice, maybe.
I never cared. I don't even know what my PlayStation Network score is at.
Wait, is that an actual score? Or does it just say you get like trophies?
Trophies, and you have like a gamer level.
My gamer level is. Yeah, it's such a weird thing.
So they're fighting another parasite, and then everything like explodes. It's kind of great how you see everything's like really frantic now that it's coming apart because apparently the parasite queen destroyed the power.
You know, I'm gonna say I can see the influence this had on Dead Space.
Oh, Dead Space loves this game, clearly.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, take a lot of the gameplay from like Resident Evil 4, and merge it with Metroid Prime, and you kind of get Dead Space.
No. I want to be a little more fair to them. Add a curb stomp button, and you get Dead Space.
Oh yeah. No, curb stomping was in Resident Evil.
Okay.
It just had its own trigger instead of being a dedicated button. Yeah, this is pretty exciting though. I didn't know what was going on when I first played this game, because I never played a Metroid game, and I didn't know what the term Metroidvania meant.
Oh, of course.
So I was just like, oh, this is the escape sequence, we're going to go to the end of this level.
You know, here's the thing, I don't think you can tell what Metroidvania is until you actually experience for yourself.
That's for sure.
Like, as much as like it is a very defined definition nowadays, hell, I still can't use... the fact that we haven't even come up with a better term for it, like we have to name it after two major franchises.
Yeah, when actually a whole bunch of games have started to use it in new ways. Dark Souls, Metroidvania.
Like, compared to like, say, like something called like RPG or something, like it's like...
I guess because that style of design came about later in like gaming's life cycle than a lot of other terms. Like RPG's been around for, not in video games for like ages.
Yeah. And to tell you the truth, it's not like you can classify this as an adventure game, because that implies a whole other thing.
Kind of consider it an adventure game.
It is an adventure game, but you know, like
action
it's not
game.
It's not the point and click adventure thing.
I'm pointing and clicking on enemies right now.
You know
yeah,
what
I know. This is my kind of point and click game.
We're not pirates trying to insult each other in fights.
They like to scare you with this one.
Yeah. Run, Shell, run!
I swear, like, I jumped the first time I saw that come out, like they intend for you to do.
It's one of those things that just, like, you know, like I said, there are nice...
Oh, here we go. Turns out someone special was aboard this one.
Who is it? Oh god, it's Joe Chill, I mean Ridley.
Killed your parents.
I killed your parents, and guess what? I'm in Smash!
I still can't believe they did that. They had to shrink him.
Yeah, I know. That was inevitable. If only because Nintendo likes having their arch enemies.
Yeah, I don't consider Ridley quite the same kind of enemy as, like, Bowser or Ganon.
To be fair, like, how...
This is clever. If we just disabled the gun turret over here so we don't have to fight it. There's lots of like cool little details like that in this game. Oh, so this is the infamous scan. I blame that terminal for doing this to me.
Oh god.
So supposedly whatever EMP just came off of the reactor fried our suit.
And it's like we're back in normal mode.
Or we can joke about Samus tripping and losing all her stuff.
She's just like, oh god!
Yeah, we got this like nice errorless charge beam malfunction, grapple beam malfunction.
It's better
our
than
suit's
just...
gone all like blue screen of death on us.
It's better than, you know, like, she just loses it all. I do respect Mother M for trying to come up with an explanation that's not just you lost everything.
Yeah.
I respect it to a point.
Yeah. No, they could have done almost exactly what they did, but they could have structured it a lot better, I think. But nothing's going to compare to the satisfaction of finding something on your own. So this is interesting to me, because Ridley pretty clearly flaps his wings against the vacuum of space and flies.
Yes, don't you know there's air in space? We can breathe in space.
Then why do you wear that spacesuit?
It's actually a second set of lungs I grew over my body to better process the air in space.
It all makes sense now.
Yes, it all makes sense. I'm making it sound like a spacesuit is like a symbiote from Spider-Man. Let's mourn the loss of our suit. It's so sad. We're in pain.
The sky is crying for our suit and all of its lost powers.
Yeah. I don't know what we'll do. We'll never get a suit like that ever again.
In retrospect, I don't know why they wanted to zoom in on that particular plant texture.
They're trying to be artistic.
Yeah, I know. At the time, this would have been acceptable and cutting edge. And now we're just like, man, that's low res.
God, that's
I am so looking forward to Metroid Prime 4. We don't know anything about it so far besides the logo.
Hey, at least they're making it.
Or besides that it exists, really. We don't even know what the logo is.
Look, at least it's a better bone than Metroid Prime, what was it, Forces, or...
Oh, yeah.
Colonial Marines,
Colonial Marines! No. But, alright. So, we have landed on the planet Talon 4. What will happen next time? What will Samus find? Tune in, Space Cadets, for Hal Dave's trip to Jupiter.
If we survive...